Hi Rajeshwari, how are you?
Awesome, awesome, Pinaki sir.
Good. आपके साथ कौन आ रहे हैं?
अभी तो मैं ही हूँ मैंने अपने ही करवाए हैं।
अच्छा, this is a family subscription, so the
हाँ
family.
हाँ, I know. Okay, I will just tell my daughter to join from next
All right,
day.
all right. How young she is?
She's 10th standard.
She's in 10th standard. Oh wow. You have one daughter or two?
I have two.
Okay, so one is 10th and other one is
हाँ. One is elder one is pursuing NIT fashion technology from Gandhinagar.
elder one is studying
NIT fashion
eh,
technology, Gandhinagar. NIT
fashion technology.
Gandhinagar.
Okay, okay, okay. Good. So she can also become a part of this program.
Okay, okay, sure.
Yeah, one subscription for the whole family.
Yes.
Good, good. So what we will be doing today is we'll start with reframe. Okay, reframing is something where I find it very simple, very easy way to connect to people. Okay, and when I talk about reframing, the first thing which I start with is how to make negative things positive. Okay, okay. So reframing is all about making things in ways such that things are in your control as much as possible. Okay, so as we are into this new program called neuro linguistic programming, what it is all about. It's all about how you can use your language pattern, the words that you use while talking, how you can use it in a way such that you program your mind so that it can produce the results that you want. That is what neuro-linguistic programming is all about. And what it effectively does is, it basically does two things. Neuro-linguistic programming, it helps us getting two things. One is it helps us from moving from confusion to clarity in all areas of our life. So whatever you are confused with, you can apply neuro-linguistic programming and move into a zone of clarity. This is one thing that you can do with neuro-linguistic programming. And the second thing that you can do is really, really superb. And that is from setback, you can come back and then you can bounce back. So these are the two things where we can apply neuro-linguistic programming and we can become a better version of ourselves with every passing day. The whole objective of neuro-linguistic programming is all about how to make your life excellent, or how you can achieve excellence in your life. And to achieve excellence in your life, you need only two things. One is how you can handle your thoughts, which you can do with the words, with the right choice of words. And second thing that you need is resilience. So whenever you are facing any challenge in your life, whenever you are facing any challenge, whatever you are going through in your life, you need to come back. And once you come back, then you have an opportunity to bounce back. We call it resilience. So these are the two objectives that we will be covering in this entire program. So in this entire program of 21 days, we will cover it only these two objectives. Okay. And with every session, we'll figure out that whether we are able to achieve these two objectives or not. So whatever I will be sharing with you and whatever you will be listening, whatever you will be receiving, make sure that your focus is on getting these two things done. Okay, we are moving from confusion to clarity, and we are moving from setback to come back and bounce back. Okay, so to do it, the first thing that we will be covering is reframe. And as we are talking about reframe, today we will be doing about how we can make negative situations positive for us, how we can make negative things positive for us. नेगेटिव को पॉजिटिव में हम कैसे बदल सकते हैं, और नेगेटिव को पॉजिटिव में बदलने का एक बहुत प्यारा सा तरीका है, बहुत सिंपल सा तरीका है, एंड दैट तरीका इज replacing all negative word with not so positive words. So you just need to add not so before that, and you write the use the opposite of that. So for example, if you say that it is very difficult for me, you will reframe it with it is not so easy for me. So what happens when we use this not so and the opposite word? What it does actually, नेगेटिव का मतलब क्या है कि वो जीरो से नीचे है, पॉजिटिव का मतलब जीरो से ऊपर है. So our only objective in life is to keep things in our positive zone. चाहे सिचुएशन कैसा भी हो, लोग हमें कुछ भी बोले, हमारा खाली एक ही मकसद है, वो मकसद है हर चीज को पॉजिटिव जोन में रखना. Because when you keep things in a positive zone, what happens? All the good hormones start flowing inside your body. इसको हम बोलते हैं DOAC, डोज, डोपामिन, ऑक्सीटोसिन, सेरोटोनिन एंड एंडोर्फिन्स. ये जो चार hormones हैं, they are very powerful, and if we can make sure that only these hormones are flowing throughout our body as long as possible, we will be in control of our thoughts, we will be in control of our emotion, and we can achieve big things in our life. We can actually live a life of excellence, which is only possible when you have full control on your thoughts. And to do that, what we have to do is we have to move from a negative zone to a positive zone in every possible way whenever we are in that situation. ठीक है, और उसका करने का सबसे आसान तरीका है to replace all negative words, or replace all weak words rather. I would say, instead of saying negative and positive, let us focus on weak and strong words. So weak words are those which doesn't allow us to stay encouraged, to stay motivated, or to stay inspired. ठीक है, weak words का यही काम है. Strong words का काम है पूरा उल्टा. So when you use strong words in your communication, what happens? You can encourage, motivate, and inspire yourself. Okay, so our only objective is to ensure that we are on our own in a position to keep ourselves encouraged, motivated, and inspired at any given point of time. In fact, this is also one of the objectives of neuro-linguistic programming. You are self-empowered to keep yourself motivated, inspired, and encouraged. Okay, or if the situation is something where you really need to do that, you are empowered enough to inspire, encourage, and motivate yourself at any given point of time. Okay, and so what we will be doing essentially, as we will be going through this entire program, we will be actually checking that exactly this is what is happening with us or not. And as we do that, all these three things. The first is confusion to clarity. The second one is comeback, setback to come back and bounce back. The third one is empowered enough, self-empowered enough to encourage, motivate, and inspire ourselves. Not only ourselves, we can do it for others also. Okay, so these are three things we can do for us, we can do it for others also. When you do it for others, you can create a structure around you which is vibrating with all positive emotions, all high frequency vibrations. और उसके अंदर आप इतना फास्ट फ्लरिश करते हैं कि it is beyond imagination. Okay, you start experiencing those things, like how you are attracting all these high energy, high frequency vibrations around you. Okay, so any word which you can find out which is making you weak, which is giving you a sense of weakness, you'll just replace it with opposite strong word, and that should be preceded with not so. So for example, opposite of weak is not so strong, opposite of negative is not so positive, opposite of difficult is not so easy, opposite of sad is not so happy, opposite of bad is not so good. Yeah, opposite of irritation is not so exciting. Yeah, so you have to become a master in that. And any given situation, any given point of time, the moment you are confronted with any of these words which are giving a sense of weakness, you just need to look for the alternate word which is opposite to it and add this not so to it. So what happens in that case, wo jo weak zone mein tha, it comes in the positive zone, it comes in the strong zone. स्ट्रॉन्ग जोन में आने से क्या होता है, अब it doesn't remain weak anymore. It has become strong now. It is not so strong, but at least it is strong now. So that is our whole objective when we are focusing on reframing. Okay, so this is how we'll start with reframing. If you have any question, you can ask me.
In our day-to-day life, we used to say when we get lots of work, I'm so busy, I'm so busy. How to replace busy?
Greedy. What you said? I am.
I am so busy, busy,
I'm so
B-U-S-Y.
busy. I'm so busy. It is a very good thing if you are busy. Many people are there who are not busy. So you are lucky you are busy.
Okay, okay. I thought it shows the lack of time.
No, opposite of busy is lazy. So you can say I'm not so lazy. So if you want to become lazy, you can say I'm not so lazy. But if you're already busy, you stay busy.
Okay.
कभी कभी उसकी भी जरूरत होती है to slow down.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. You can say that I procrastinate a lot.
Hmm.
So the question is that is it a procrastination by choice or is it a procrastination by default? If it is by choice, then it's very good. If that is a purposeful procrastination. You are not procrastinating in the wrong sense. You are procrastinating in the right sense. You know कि इस काम को इसी टाइम करने से बात बनेगी. That is what purposeful procrastination is all about. But if you are procrastinating because of a laziness, then you need to get yourself busy. It's like I'm not busy enough. So I'm not so busy. So that's why I'm procrastinating. So whenever you're using the word procrastination, you need to figure out, is it purposeful or is it just happening? Is it because of laziness? Any other question?
My where I feel stuck, Pinaki, is I feel I have the knowledge somewhere. Again, I'm not putting that confidence somewhere and letting to start my own classes, online classes. That is my biggest, and because of that, some of the days I feel not so good, not positive,
It's
not
only
happy.
because of whatever you're saying right now. आप वही कह रहे हो, जो आप कह रहे हो आपको वही मिल रहा है. आप वही manifest कर रहे हो.
Yes, yes.
Whatever you're saying, you're manifesting that.
Hmm. I have to change, shift my thinking.
Yeah, you talk as if it is already happening. You have already achieved that. See, आपके subconscious के पास यही message जाना चाहिए कि subconscious is the idiot part of our brain. उसके पास जो message देते वो उसी को believe करता है and it acts accordingly. For subconscious, there is nothing called weak or strong. For subconscious, there is nothing called motivating or not motivating. Subconscious is just like a computer. उसको आप बोलो कि ये करो तो वही करेगा. अपना दिमाग नहीं लगाता वो. अब उसको अगर आप बोलोगे मेरे से नहीं हो रहा है तो बिलीव करेगा मेरे से नहीं हो रहा है. वो वैसे accordingly it will act. See, last time these same free sessions I offered everybody, whether people are signing up or not. First 5-6 sessions I offered everybody. It was free. Everybody was allowed to attend the session. Many people attended, many didn't. This time I made it very clear. People who are registering, only they are going to get the benefit. Had you not been in the session, I would have still recorded the session. And exactly the same way. The only limitation would have been that as you are interacting with me, I wouldn't have got that audience to interact. But it's okay, I will say this much. I'll say just practice it and come to my next session. So it's a 11 or 15-minute video, that's it. And I will share it in the public domain also.
Yes, nowadays I'm seeing when I'm scrolling the YouTube, I'm seeing yours video lot after
Exactly.
others. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's really a great work, Pinaki sir. It's really great. Feeling, I feel so motivated. Yeah, now I can see yours video. It's really good to see. And I used to hear also and put the like button also.
Yeah,
Most
yeah.
of the
Lot of
time I
people,
will put.
absolutely, lot of people attending
हाँ,
those videos now. Old videos हैं, बहुत लोग सब्सक्राइब कर रहे हैं. आज तो मेरे पास YouTube से मैसेज आया. I just posted it in the group. कि
हाँ,
5,000
yes,
views. So my
views
videos
are
are
there.
done by people 5,000 times. और 15 दिन पहले वो 3,000 था. That means people are watching.
Yes, yes.
फिर YouTube में I also get one more information that how many times this video got shared. So there are many videos which
Okay.
are getting shared, but shared 10 times, 15 times, 20 times. People are sharing. उसको अच्छा लग रहा है वो किसी और के साथ शेयर कर रहा है. And notice that all these videos are faceless videos. They are not actually video.
Yes, Pinaki sir. Yes.
है.
Yeah.
So faceless video का सबसे बड़ा पावर ये होता है, राजेश्वरी, you focus on the listening skills of the other person and
Mm.
everything is listening. So when you have no videos jumping around you, no images jumping around, what happens? Your entire attention goes into
Yes.
here, here. So you can watch, you can attend my sessions even without your eyes working towards the session. आपको देखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. So essentially, what is happening? You are only hearing. The moment you start hearing, what I am doing? I am actually using Milton model language patterns, the hypnotic language patterns. So what it is doing? वो आपका conscious mind को तोड़ के अंदर चला जा रहा है. It is directly hitting your subconscious mind. Even right now, what I'm saying, it is directly hitting your subconscious mind. And I'm taking control of your subconscious. उस वहां पे क्या हो रहा है कि मैं आपको जो सुनाना चाह रहा हूँ आप वही सुन रहे हो. So I'm using hypnotic language patterns. I'm using sleight of mouth language patterns, which are advanced NLP. And actually, होता क्या कि when you also listen to any video instead of watching, आप थोड़ा बहुत meditative state में भी चले जाते हो. आप आंखों से जो भी देख रहे हो वो सारा delete होता जा रहा है. When we talk about this meta model, the communication model of the mind, we will be covering it in NLP for children also, for these teenagers also. Communication model of the mind में क्या होता है? Deletion, distortion and generalization हो रहा है. So when you are listening with your earpods, whatever you are seeing, a big chunk of it is getting deleted. Because at a time आप सिर्फ 5 to 7 data points ही collect कर सकते हो. वो 5 to 7 data points अगर यहाँ से collect हो रहा है, तब आंखों से कुछ भी देख रहे हो, actually आप देख नहीं रहे हो, आपको कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा. You're constantly in a deletion mode because you're listening to the whole conversation with full attention. So that is what happens. So what you can do, you can delete, you can create small videos. छोटा छोटा वीडियो बनाओ. हमारे मॉर्निंग सेशन में क्या हो रहा है वहां पे, यू गेट एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टॉक, यू टॉक ऑन द टॉपिक, टॉक फॉर 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. आप सेट कर लो दैट आई एम गोइंग टू टॉक, बट टू टॉक एंड देन यू लिसन टू योर ओन टॉक कि आपने क्या बोला. इनिशियली यू विल डिस्कवर दैट ओ माय गॉड, मैंने ऐसे ऐसे भी बोला है, ये मेरे को बोलना नहीं चाहिए था, या मैंने ऐसे बोला, ओ माय गॉड आई डिडंट नोटिस दैट आई हैव सेड दिस थिंग आल्सो. एंड आफ्टर सम टाइम इफ यू कीप ऑन डूइंग दैट, within 8 to 10 days you discover that now you are capable of using the right kind of words to express your thoughts, to express your ideas. Now what is happening in the process, in all those 8 to 10 days you are programming your mind. आप खुद बोल भी रही है, आप उसको सुन भी रही है. And as you are listening, you are programming your mind, and your mind learns what to say, what not to say, how to say, how not to say. ये चार चीज हो रहा है. What to say, what not to say, how to say, and how not to say. And once it moves into this domain and you become consciously aware of it, that this is exactly what you are saying and this is exactly how you are saying, you become more conscious, you become more confident in passing on the right information in the right way. And it's all about fundamentally reframe. आप रिफ्रेम ही करो. आप सुनोगे, आपको लगेगा कि यार मेरे को ये सेंटेंस ऐसे नहीं बोलना चाहिए था. तो नाउ यू आर रिफ्रेमिंग इट. Like I say, as this is the best way to reframe it, replacing all weak words with all strong words. For example, शायद घर पे आप बोलते हो कि यार मुझे आजकल बहुत स्ट्रेस होता है.
हाँ.
You replace the word stress. बोलो वही, but without using the word stress. Now you won't feel stressed at all. You say the same word, say the same thing. आप टेंशन शब्द का इस्तेमाल मत कीजिए, but say the same thing. Don't use the word worry, but say the same thing. Don't use the word depression, but say the same thing. Don't use the word I'm feeling tired right now. आजकल बहुत tired हो जाती है. You know, just replace all these weak words with alternative strong words. Start practicing for some time, and after some you will discover that it has become your unconscious competence. Automatically. And once you're into that mode, you will notice that you don't need to sleep for a long duration. आप वैसे सो भी नहीं पाओगे. You will only sleeping for 4 hours, 5 hours, and you're fully energetic. You know, हम बोलते हैं ना, where you can get that extra hour. You can actually create those extra hours automatically when you sleep less, when you sleep sound. Sound sleep बोलते हैं ना. Sound sleep मतलब क्या? इतना गहरा sleep कि जहाँ पे हम बोलते हैं कि अल्फा वेव्स या डेल्टा वेव्स ऐसा कुछ फंडा है. When you go into that kind of sleep, you can actually go there immediately. It's possible within a few minutes you can go to that state of sleep. Moment you are there, the moment you are at the deep sleep level, आपका थकान वैसे ही खत्म हो जाएगा. Then you can also meditate throughout the day. Possible है. So for example, like right now I'm meditating. How I'm meditating? Because I'm just thinking about every word that I'm speaking. Okay, I'm observing my participants. I know what I'm doing. I'm focusing my whole attention into delivering my content. I'm not getting distracted by anything. The meditation ही तो है.
Yes, sir. Really, ये meditation तो है.
आप जब गाड़ी चलाते हो, meditation ही तो है. When you learn how to drive a car or how to drive a scooty, शुरू में आप बहुत सतर्क रहते हो. गलत ना हो जाए. Be very careful. कहाँ पे ब्रेक लगाना है, कहाँ पे नहीं लगाना है. After you drive it for some time, it becomes so automatic for you. Now you're not even worried. आप घर से निकलते हो, स्कूटी स्टार्ट करते हो, गाड़ी स्टार्ट करते हो, चल देते हो. रास्ते में कुछ भी आ जाए, you are not worried. You are not even afraid of. साथ में आप गाना सुन रहे हो सकता है किसी के साथ आप बात कर रहे हो, खुद भी गाते गाते जा रहे हो. बहुत ये सारा काम हो रहा है. But you are focusing on the street, on your driving. It's a complete meditative state. अपने ब्रह्मा कुमारीज में इसी यही मेडिटेटिव स्टेट सिखाया जाता है. That you can meditate keeping your eyes open. मेडिटेशन का मतलब क्या? अगर हम फंडामेंटल बात करें, व्हाट इज मेडिटेशन? मेडिटेशन इज ऑल अबाउट हाउ मच वी आर कॉन्शियसली कनेक्टेड टू योर सबकॉन्शियस. दैट इज व्हाट मेडिटेशन इज ऑल अबाउट. हाउ कॉन्शियसली you are connected with your subconscious. That's what meditation is all about. Now if you can achieve that, your purpose is fulfilled. उसके लिए आपको, you don't need to close your eyes, sit straight and deep breathe, take a deep breath. ये सब करने की जरूरत नहीं. It happens automatically. The whole objective is to connect consciously with your subconscious. वो अगर हो गया, you are automatically at the meditative state. Many of the times we find it very difficult to get into the meditative state. Rather, we do not find it easy to get into the meditative state only and only because we get distracted by so many things. So when you reduce your distractions, it becomes very easy to get into a meditative state. But it is very easy to reduce your distractions. The process is think slow, think less, think smart. And talk slow, talk less, talk smart. यही दोनों काम करना है. when you move into this state of mind, this state of thoughts, automatically आपके distractions खत्म हो जाएंगे. You start taking calls only when somebody calls you twice simultaneously. Otherwise उस call को लेने की जरूरत ही नहीं. So now you're not distracted. Call है आपको देखने की जरूरत ही नहीं. अगर 2 बार कॉल आ गया एक के बाद एक, now you know the same person is calling, you take the call. Those who are important in a family, आप उनको मैसेज दे, अगर कभी भी मेरे से अर्जेंटली बात करना है मुझे 2 बार कॉल करो, अदरवाइज मैं फोन उठाता नहीं. और आई विल पिक अप माय कॉल आफ्टर 2 hours. आई विल सी कि किस किसने कॉल किया था. You may call them also, call back as a courtesy, so the other person feels that you are connected to them. But at the same time, you are also passing on the message that unless it is urgent, don't call me in future. And they'll stop calling you. Unless they feel it urgent, they won't call you. Many of the times, they will be good enough to manage things on their own. That's why often people call you. They find it very difficult to manage situations at that point of time. They are not finding it so easy. But now you are not picking up the call. They have to do it on their own. So when they are doing it on their own, they won't call you next time.
Next time.
You know? So that was also another way of reducing your distractions. Cool. So all these sessions will be this concentrated. They will be very concentrated sessions. We will be covering a lot of things in just half an hour. Rest, it's all about practice. So this entire course is designed in a way such that you learn things like this and just practice it. Just go out and practice. So like for next 23 hours, the only thing that you need to practice is where you can use not so.
Not so.
Not so followed by a positive word.
Positive.
So इसको apply करना. आप इसे consciously. You don't need to take the notes because these videos will be available to you. नोट लेने से बहुत अच्छा होता है, like it's mind body coordination होता है, but fundamentally it's all about practicing. So this entire course is designed in a way so that you can actually go out and practice immediately. तो कल जब आप इसी सेशन में आएंगे, you will discover that you are already empowered, you are already encouraged, motivated and inspired. Because you will discover that यार मेरा काफी confusion खत्म हो चुका है. So now I'm very clear. You know, even when somebody tells you I'm confused, I will be taking another session on this also. When anytime somebody asks you that, tells you that I'm confused, the easiest way to handle the situation is you can ask them that are you confused? So you can ask them, what are you curious to know? Don't ask them that what are you confused about? Or you can even ask them what are you confused about, but don't leave him with that question. And you reframe that question immediately. Now, like, so what are you confused about? बोल के ही थोड़ा सा गैप देके, अच्छा ये बताओ, what are you curious to?
Curious to know.
तो क्या हुआ, तुरंत तो कंफ्यूजन से क्यूरियस जोन में आ जाएगा. तो कंफ्यूजन उसी वक्त खत्म हो जाता है. So now he is actually or she is actually curious to ask exactly what he or she is looking for. Now, whatever that person is talking about, the next question will be how you can achieve this. ये कहाँ से मिलेगा, कैसे मिलेगा? Now you got that curiosity. You ask this question to this other person only. He will say कि मान के चलिए मुझे मैथ्स में से a plus b whole square बहुत confusing लग रहा है. तो आपने बोला हाँ वो confusing तो है, but what are you curious to know exactly? How to apply it, or like you want to keep it in mind, or you want to actually understand how it works. Whatever it is, वो खुद बोलेगा कि this is what clarity I'm looking for. Then you ask him, आपको क्या लगता है ये कैसे possible? जो भी बोलेगा बोलेगा ना, because your only job is to help him connect to his own resources. We'll also cover this in one of the sessions. how you can connect to your own resources, how you discover that I already have these resources with me. So you help that person to connect to his resources. उसको आप पूछो आपको क्या लगता है कैसे ये possible. So as he will be connecting to his resources, he will definitely come up with something. तो मुझे लगता है इसको ऐसे करना होगा, इसको ऐसे करना होगा. Now, whatever he is talking about or she is talking about, if he is moving in the right direction, आपको खाली उसको थोड़ा थोड़ा गाइड करना है. वो आगे कहीं पे रुक जाएगा, बोलने कि अच्छा फिर यहाँ से यहाँ तक आने के लिए करना क्या पड़ेगा, आपको तुम्हें क्या लगता है क्या करना पड़ेगा. द ओनली क्वेश्चन यू टू आस्क कि तुम्हें क्या लगता है क्या करना पड़ेगा. So you just need to practice it with yourself first instead of going to somebody else. So the more you start practicing it, then you will start connecting to your own resources. We're replacing problem with opportunity. We're replacing problem with challenges. Okay. So these are all warm-up sessions, and I believe in next 5 days you will in a position where you probably will achieve all the objectives of this entire program. ये तीनों zones से आप निकल आओ. Confusion to clarity, come back to setback, setback to come back, and bounce back.
Then bounce back.
Empowered enough to encourage, motivate, and inspire myself and others as well. ठीक है?
Bye.
That's it. Okay, bye-bye.